First of all, why do you need a USP? Well, why do you need a USP online?
Because there's so many other people out there.
Yeah, because there's so many people out there. How many people are out there?
Oh,
More people than you can compete with.
yeah.
If you only have 2 competitors, how easy is it, do you think it is to compete? It's you or them. If all of a sudden you're out in cyberspace and it's you amongst a million, the differentiation factor there is much higher. Would you agree? So the uniqueness could be, can be, that the relationship you have with the site is unique. So you have to think the same way. It's logical. If this, then this, and if this, then this, and if this, then this. The fact that you don't know HTML or XML sitemap codes and meta tags is irrelevant. All you need to know is what's your outcome. Because when you get in your car, Michael, or your truck and you drive, you don't know how a fuel injector works. Or you might know how a fuel injector works, but you don't know the difference between that and a carburetor, and guess what? You don't need to. Is that making sense? But somehow there's a disconnect that you think because it's the internet, it's something different. There's no difference to the logical reasoning of what you do. No difference. The execution just becomes details, which we're going to look at a lot tomorrow. But for unique selling propositions, you actually have to think, because you actually have to think, how is this going to be different than offline? You actually have to think through what makes you unique, how you sell, and what's your proposition, using logical reasoning and critical thinking to differentiate yourself. Otherwise, you're just like everyone else. On the internet, it's worse than in real life, because in real life, you have these obstacles which are called barriers to entry. On the internet, there are basically very, very low barriers to entry, which basically means that the noise out there, the chaos, the cacophony of noise, a little bit like when an orchestra starts playing before the actual opera or before the concert, and they're all playing the instruments, it sounds like noise. That cacophony, that sound, is basically what you have to pierce through so someone can actually hear what you're trying to say. And if not, you're just noise like everyone else.